being the defending champion going into Ali Pali?
It's a bit different, but the nerves are going to be there come the 11th. A lot of expectation, but I'm very excited to see what we do draw. Every seed, as we know, we're coming to round 1 in the world, so yeah, we could literally draw anyone. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what we do draw tonight.
Do you still get nervous? Because when we go up on that stage, like, you look fearless, we see the showboating, the Luke being Luke, do you still get nerves?
Not really, but against Ryan Meikle last year, my first game, there was nerves there. I think it's going to be the same. I was nervous when I wasn't champion, and now I'm coming in as a reigning champion. There's going to be a bit of nerves, but once I get a few legs on the board, I'll be good to go.
Well, I'll take you back to that Ryan Meikle game. Remember what it meant to you, and halfway through we could see you were struggling with it. At the end, what it meant to you. You worried that it's going to be worse this year because you're champion?
I wouldn't say worse, because I know what to expect. If I am nervous, if I start getting the shakes or something, then I know what to do. Just got to compose yourself, drink your water on stage, and yeah. But like I said, there's going to be nerves, 100%.
Does the £1 million change the mindset at all? Because last year it was just winning your first. Now it's defending and a first one to be the £1 million champion.
Yeah, obviously, people are going to say the first £1 million champion, but like you told me the other day, Gary Anderson has been the only person to go back to back, and the last time was 10 years ago. Obviously, Phil Taylor and Adrian Lewis, but it's been 10 years since someone won this back to back, so that's what's on my mind, and then I'll think about the money.
Is that extra motivation because it is so rare for someone to defend this title?
Yeah, it's so rare. Obviously, as a fan, I think Rob Cross winning the World Championships was absolutely insane. But yeah, it's not easy to go back to back. It's not easy to win it. But yeah, that's all I'm thinking about.
Already in your young career, people are already putting you in the top 5 of all time among the greats. Do you think you're there yet?
I don't know. Obviously, Michael and Phil, they've won 2, 3, 4 of everything near enough. But yeah, I've just got to keep going. I've got to keep winning titles. I've got to keep picking up multiple titles of the same kind. Yeah, we'll see where I am when I do retire, if they do put me in the top 5.
Luke, congratulations on winning the Players' Championship at the weekend. You talked a lot about wanting to win every single one, and not a lot about defending this one. Is that like a tactic for yourself, a strategy to not put too much pressure on yourself to win it again?
I think it's just a sort of thing of, obviously I've won it before, but obviously I want to go and win it again. Everyone wants to win a title, and then now you've got to be looking at going back to back. I've not really been looking at the prize money since it got released about the £1 million. It's a lot of money, but as a dart player, you want the titles, and then you look at the money.
Do you think you put extra pressure on yourself in those early rounds then to ensure that you are in the back end after Christmas and ensuring that you're going to try and retain it?
Yeah, obviously, look further ahead. Obviously, there should be 2 games before Christmas. First round, second round, but at the minute I've just got to focus on the 11th. Got a few days off, a few exhibitions in between, and then I can focus on the 11th.
So how important are those exhibitions for you, getting those booked in? Because we know you don't like waiting around, you didn't like waiting one day. What are you going to do in the rest of that time besides the exhibitions to ensure you're ready when you are playing again?
Yeah, I'm actually going to enjoy some time off, like 3-4 days. But with the exhibitions, it's just keeping your arm going, seeing a few of the fans going up and down the country. But yeah, like I said, once the 11th comes, I'll be more than ready.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking to us. Last night you won your 9th major in the PDC, which is already more than Luke Comfrey's. Do you feel like you're the perfect dart player? When you reflect on your game, what do you think your weaknesses are? Because to us, it looks like there isn't any.
Yeah, obviously, some people say there isn't, but I think obviously for myself it's stupid, but the doubling percentage is almost there. But that's, I think as a dart player you've got to practice, you've got to get better at them doubles, and you've got to be hitting them first, second, third round.
When we spoke to Michael earlier, he said that because of the £1 million World Championship, that maybe the PDC should look at a points-based system, just so the rankings are not skewed. What do you think of that, especially being the world number 1?
If the PDC do that, then they've got to sit down for months and months and talk about how it works and stuff like that. So I'll be doing that behind the scenes. I don't know. Obviously, if people want to change it, then would they change it? that's up to the PDC. But as far as it goes, I think it should continue, because if Michael wanted it to change, then he's confident about working this up. Is he scared of me or Luke going $1 million, $2 million ahead of him in the rankings? I don't know.
With all Michael has won, I mean, this is uncharted waters for him, really. He used to be the guy in darts. Do you think he's scared? Do you think he's fearful now? Because first Luke Humphries, and then a few months later you come along.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's Pango, we talk about, he's won this plenty of times. But we're talking about changing the ranking system while this is around the corner. There's $1 million on the line.
Thank you, Luke.
Luke, can I just ask you, have you thought what you might spend £1 million on should you win it?
No idea.
Do you reward yourself for tournament victories? Is that it?
Sometimes, but it's most of the time of winning a competition, going home for a few days, and then within the next few days back on the road for another competition. But as the weeks and months go on, I'll obviously reward myself down the line.
Brendan, can I just changing it slightly? You do a lot for Motor Neurone Disease Association. I listened earlier to a Zoom with Kevin Sinfield, who starts on the 1st. He's doing 7 marathons in 7 days. I know you've raised an awful lot of money for them too. We've got a bit of a campaign to get. Kevin's raised 11 million to get him a knighthood. Is that something you would support for his work, for his mate Rob Burrow, and for all the other sad sufferers of an awful condition?
Definitely, I'll be supporting that all the way. He's in 7 marathons. He's been doing it for years on years now, and obviously I'll show my support. Obviously I'll have a little watch if I can. But yeah, what I've done, what Kevin's done is absolutely brilliant, and he's going to obviously continue it.
You don't fancy joining the marathon thing?
Listen,
I'm sorry, no.
maybe once.
Big Man United fan, I've got to ask you, would you trade winning this for lifting the Premier League title as Manchester United striker?
No, I'd want to lift this again.
Luke, now you've finally won the World title at you're going to go back there. Do you feel more relaxed now that you finally won the big one at Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I feel relaxed. Obviously I know how to win games at the Ali Pali. It's not easy. Some people go there and lose, some people go there and win. That's just darts for you. But luckily enough, obviously I've got to the final. I've won it. So yeah, I've got a good record here, and it's obviously the first big tournament that I did play when I was 16. So there's always memories there, and they always come back to me. But yeah, like I said, once the 11th comes, I'll be more than ready to compete.
Finally, did you ever thought that you would ever feature in a Panini sticker? Did you ever collect football stickers when you were young?
Not when I was young, but at the minute, oh yeah, I've spent a fair bit of money on cards. I've got a collection going on at home, but this spot Panini are doing for us players, yeah, it looks good. I can't wait to open a few packs.
I just want to talk, you mentioned Phil Taylor, Michael Van Gogh in the greats of the sport. Obviously, you've already now took over Luke Humphries for the major wins. Would you put yourself in that 3rd spot in the all-time list?
Yeah, well, I mean, if Luke Humphries was ahead of me and having more majors than him, then rightly so, I should be near the top, behind Michael and Phil. But they're the types of sort of things I don't really look at. Obviously, it's a good thing knowing about it, but at the end of the day, we've just got to keep going. The calendars, it's all year round, it's non-stop.
And as you said, in the first round, you could pretty much draw anyone. It's such an open draw. You mentioned yesterday that the one person you wouldn't like to face in that first round, Paul Greaves. Is it completely just the fan aspect of it? Because I mean, there's not been many matches where you've gone into the hockey and the fans that have been against you. Is that what you predict would happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think last night the crowd were against me and wanted Nathan to win, but it's just all about getting your head down and getting over the line, and obviously, yeah, like we always do, shut them fans up and then lift the trophy. Obviously, Nathan hit 180 yesterday, the crowd would go mad. I hit 180, there'd be a bit of silence, and I think that's what would happen with Bo. But I said earlier today, I think Bo Greaves and Paul and they're the ones that don't win.
How do you handle that negative reaction from the crowd? Because from my experience, 99% of the time it is such a positive reaction you do get.
Yeah, I mean, last night was obviously obviously a bit weird. Obviously Nathan done well. I think he's gone up 4 places back into the top 16. But yeah, I had a job to do. I had missed a few doubles to go 7-3 up. Nate took his chance 6-4, but I just had to get on with the game and